Hello guys and welcome to Lupa Roma in Serie B. We've had a very active transfer window, played a few games already, and we'll play one game today. Our first game in Serie B, which is a home game, and something I didn't realise, it's going to be our first league game in our new stadium. I don't actually know how to go look at it, but basically it's called Lupa Roma Stadium. Beautiful name. Um, which basically means that we have a new capacity of about 6,100, even though we only get about 1,000 fans, with a capacity of 12,000 for it to be increased to 12,000. So that's pretty exciting. So I say we'll play that first league game today, but first we'll go through the transfers. And first off, let's do the outs. So most of these players you probably won't have heard of, but there are definitely a few in here that did play last season and the season before. Kenan Akalp is one of them, the Turk. I basically brought him in to be this anchorman role, and then after about halfway through the first season, I switched it. And I never played an anchorman ever again, so he never really featured because he never really performed in these central midfield roles. So it made sense to let him go. Another player that left here was Federico Alonzi, who was the best player at the club when I came in, but he was replaced a fairly long time ago. Libertazzi, our goalkeeper from season 1, is also left. Grazioso Lazzoni, a couple of backup midfielders. Tallinn, our third choice left back, went. Andrea Marconi, now this was a weird one. He was our right back / director of football. Now, I don't know if it will still be here. I don't think it will be. But he basically he retired as a player. So I gave him a new contract to just be director of football. To hire him as my director of football, I had to fire the current director of football, apparently, which was him anyway. I presume it's because he was a player / director of football and the game got confused. So basically, I had to fire him. I had to fire Marconi to hire Marconi, which made no sense. I gave him 150k to fire him, which I didn't realise until after I'd done it. And then he still didn't become the director of football, and I couldn't hire him back because he didn't want to come because I'd fired him. I didn't realise how that worked. Anyway, we've got a new director of football in, so whatever, it's all good. So let's go back to those transfers and let's concentrate on the ins. Oh, one out, Lorenzo Negro went to Campobasso. But let's concentrate on the ins because we have got some good uns. First up, Kevin Rossi from Inter Milan, 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. Sits in this attacking midfielder centre role. Giovinco, I think, will still start there, but Rossi is a really good backup, and they might interchange depending on. I mean, Giovinco is also naturally, should I say, a right attacking midfielder. So he might start there. Rossi might start in the middle. Either way, he's a great player that's come in. Secondly is Nicola Gaeta, 3.5-star current ability. He will be our starting right back this season. He's come in from Napoli, so another really good signing there. Guadagni. These three actually were done, I think, in January, maybe, or they were like organised before the season started. Anyway, this guy is not as good, Guadagni, but he's got a bit of potential to grow into. It's a decent backup for that right hand side. Next is Luca Pitzel, who is a left back, and ignore those red arrows because he is very, very good. He comes in from Triestini, who are actually in the division below us now, and he hasn't really played a lot these last 3 seasons at all, which I find slightly bizarre because he's played a few games for us, and obviously his ability is very good. So not quite sure of that. He is our starting left back though, and I've been very impressed with him so far. Backup left back is this guy, Alessandro Vernagno. He is pretty awful, but he has come in from Juventus, so he Cannot be that bad. Next is Vercelloni. He's just going to be a backup central midfielder who I don't really need, but he's got, let's just go back to him quickly, he has got a bit of potential, so maybe we can sell him on. Maybe he'll even break into the team, who knows. Next one is a big one. We needed a central midfielder to replace Metlika and also technically Bonucci, who left on loan, so I got Bonucci in permanently. 3.5-star current, 4-star potential. We know how good he is. He played for us last season, 23 appearances, 1 goal. Average rating actually wasn't great, and actually looking at that, it doesn't look like he was good at all. But I know he played well. And actually, that 1 goal he scored last season was the goal of the season, the Serie C goal of the season, which I kind of wanted to show you, but it came up after I ended the last video, so you don't get to see it. But it was a cracker. Next in is this guy, GM Renault. I think GM is how you say that name. But anyway, GM Renault. Who needs a Ferrari when you have a Renault? This guy is awesome. He's on loan from Atalanta, 4.5-star current ability. He is the best player in the club. So yes, comes in from Atalanta from loan. He spent a season at Serie B last year. Played okay. That gives me hope. He will start out on that left-hand side as an inside forward. So we've played a few friendlies and some cup games, and he has been awesome. So that's a very good signing. Jan Lemur, who is basically just another keeper that we bought in, who's just going to be in the under-20s for a bit. And who's next? Oh, it's Andrea Marcucci, another central midfielder. This guy will likely start. He plays here. He can play as a box-to-box. He can play as a ball-winning midfielder. I will probably play him as the box-to-box. He looks very good. 3.5-star current, 4-star potential. And finally, bought this guy on deadline day. A loan, Ciro Lucci. I just basically wanted a backup striker, but actually, if we go to coach reports, he is technically our best striker. So we will start with Krasniqi because he had such a good end to the season. But sorry about that. Lucci, I mean, look at those physicals. Great pace, great acceleration, great agility, good natural fitness. He's got great finishing, dribbling. His composure maybe could be a little bit better. Great off the ball. He looks awesome. So yeah, on loan from Perugia, and he will definitely get some game time. He can play it completely natural at that advanced forward attacking role. So if Krasniqi starts badly, this guy will come straight into that team. What else did we do staff-wise? We brought in a bit of staff, in case you care about staff. So if we look at our staff, if we can, how do we go to that? Coaching team. Let's go with that. Yeah, just basically brought in a few coaches because we didn't really have that many. And then we also have a new, where is he? This guy, Carnevali, is our new director of football. He looks decent. He's no Marconi, but Marconi I feel like Marconi screwed me out of £150,000. So he can fuck off. Right, let's see. We do have a game today. Oh yes, that's what I was going to show you. We've played in the cup. First up, this was technically our first home game at the new Lupa Roma Stadium. And boy, did we give the supporters a good game. Krasniqi scored in the 2nd minute. This is a Serie C/A team, so this is the division we were in last season. Look how far we are ahead with these new signings. Krasniqi scored, Ben Bonucci were 2-0 up in 10 minutes. Giovinco then scores in the 42nd. Renault on the 57th, Mansi 67th, and then Guadagni came on off the bench and scored in the 76th. 6-0. Smashed it. Then we got drawn against Genoa from Serie A in the next round. I was like, oh, that's fine, we'll probably lose that one. But we didn't. We somehow won 3-2. We were 2-0 up in 5 minutes. I didn't really understand what was going on. If we can look at some of these goals, actually. Can we look at these goals? Are you going to load? Oh, yep, there we go. So this, I thought we were going to throw it away because I thought we went 3-0 up here, as you can see, in 28 minutes. Just see this first goal here. came down. Giovinco collected it. I think he went all the way. Giovinco shot Bonucci out to Pitzel. And then, Giovinco headed it, hit the bar, and it hit the back of the keeper and went in. That was a bit comical. So I was like, okay, yep, good start, great start. And then Bonucci's goal. I won't switch it to 3D, we'll just keep it in 2D. But he basically came there. Krasniqi got the ball out to Giovinco, who whipped it in, and Bonucci was there to head it home. And then, so 2-0, I was laughing. And then Rossetti on the 28th minute. This was a good goal, actually, because it came from a counter. I thought this was going to go for them. I thought, right, here we go. Here comes the comeback at 2-1. But then, where's the tackle here? They do really well, actually. I think we should pretty much have one. Yeah, Gator smashed it out. And then it was great. Rocker there, I think it was. Giovinco spread it wide. Krasniqi and Rossetti interchanging there, which was great stuff. Krasniqi back to Pitzel, whips it in. Who's at the back post? Rossetti. There he is. And that was 3-0. And then they got a goal back just before half time. They scored again in the 75th minute. And as you can see up here, they had a goal disallowed in the 78th. I initially thought it had gone in and got rather annoyed, but luckily it didn't count and we held on for an absolutely historic win. And that takes us to this first game in the season, this first home league game at our new stadium. So let's go through the team, because this season I think I will be doing less streaming on Twitch and we'll be doing probably two games an episode. We'll maybe do like 7 episodes for the season, depending on how it goes. We are I won't show you, but we're favourites to go down. We're 350 to 1. We're 1 to 5 on to get relegated. So, it's not looking great, but we prefer to be the underdogs. That's fine. So if we see the team here, we look at the star ratings. Obviously, this is just based on the people in the team, but we're looking better than last year, and I do believe we are. So let's just go through them all individually. Number 1 goalkeeper for this year, Nicolo Zaniolo. He has just come on leaps and bounds since last season, and he keeps on improving. His potential's gone up now to potentially 5-star, so he is exceptional. Right back, you've already seen him, Nicola Gaeta. He'll hopefully do the job. And left back, it's Pitzel, so we've seen them. Farkas will partner Mansi. Farkas is great in the defensive properties, what you want from a centre back. 6'1", decent strength, good marking, good tackling, heading and positioning. It's okay, but he is very good, and he's very good alongside Mansi, who came in January last year. Really like this guy. So, and he valued 100k, so he's good. So there are centre backs. We'll quickly look over our potential backups. Obviously, we know Ngonga, Singo, and the Welshman Keston Davis. So we have 5 at centre backs. So we're pretty well covered there. Michel Roca will play as the box-to-box. He is our new captain. 3.5-star current, 4-star potential. Really good all-round stats. Very good mental stats. 25, one of the more older people, or older players in the team, should I say. So it made sense to make him captain. Ancini is still here, but he won't be starting. He kicked up a fuss again as I took off his captaincy, but I put my foot down finally. He will partner Bonucci to start off with. We do have that new guy that's just come in, but I think we'll start with Bonucci and Rocca because they played last year. But as we know, where is he? Marcucci is available to step in. I don't know who actually is the better defender. I mean, this is showing the kind of ball-winning midfielder role. So that's kind of... Oh, no, wait, hold on, sorry. Central midfield. So actually, technically, he is third choice. Behind Rocca and Bonucci, just about. So he will start on the bench. Rocca and Bonucci will start, but he is a very good person to bring on there. Anyway, tackers now. We're going to start with Rossetti on the right wing, which actually technically is his favourite position. He is the vice captain this season. He pretty much played captain all of last season, so we gave him the vice captaincy officially. He's still good. He's still got a bit of potential to grow into. 25 now. Say one of the older people. On the left we have the 19-year-old Renault. Very excited about him. Really, really good player. And just behind the striker will be Giovinco to start with. He is, as I say, he's still very good. He's 30 now, so we do need a bit of experience in the side, and he is a very good player to provide that. But we do have the young Kevin Rossi to step in there. Worsley's still here. He's still very, very good. His crossing and dribbling, it's really not that great. Statistically, he doesn't look that amazing for a left winger, but we know what he can do. We know he's good. So he is back up to Renault. Who else? Oh, sorry. Santangelo is obviously back, so is the backup for that right hand side. Rossetti's still technically back up to Krasniqi. Let's have a look at Krasniqi. He's good finishing, good pace, good acceleration. I'm hoping he can cut it in Serie B, but if he doesn't start well, I'll give him the number 9 shirt. He's upgraded from the number 19. We do have new boy Lucci to come in. So Lucci will actually come onto the bench. Davis is injured, so he can start off. And I think that's probably good. So yes, that is the team that will start. And here we go. Lupa Roma versus Pescara. We are not favourites, obviously, but good run of form from the cup. It's a good squad number to who? Oh yes, Lucci. 26. Why not? We've got the good momentum from the cup on our side, so hopefully we can start off well. We're starting off balanced. We might go positive. I think we're being given the same underdog talk pretty much every game. But here we go, Serie B at our new stadium. Let's see how the boys do against this Pescara side, who I haven't really looked into and I don't know much about. But we do have a highlight. Rocca crosses it in, and it's Gaeta with the first chance. Heads it over the bar. And now another highlight. Giovinco to Renault, the now new best player in the team. Krasniqi to Rossetti. Oh, and it would have been very nice for Rossetti to score Lupa Roma's first goal. He's been our talisman in the last 2 seasons, Matteo Rossetti. Not so much this year, maybe, but he will be starting throughout, I imagine. And he has been our top goal scorer the last 2 seasons as well. Another short corner. Rocca whips it in. Picks up on that loose ball, and it's saved by Fiorello. But we've been the better side so far in the first 15 minutes. 4 shots on target to their 0. And we are having corners galore. We've had 4 corners already. I don't think this will come to anything. And it does not. But we strive forward. 2 yellow cards picked up already. Mansi and Farkas, the 2 centre-backs. Does not bode well. As we know, they can be a bit temperamental. But Pissel now with a throw to Renault. Renault coming inside that inside forward roll. Smashes the ball wide, unfortunately. 15 minutes to go. Couple of highlights so far. We are dominating the game, shots-wise, even though we're on balanced mentality, which makes me think they're probably on a cautious or defensive, especially as possession is quite tight. Rossetti picks up a yellow card, and we go into half-time 0-0, which is fine. We haven't conceded. So, yeah, happy with Chonso Car. We'll keep them calm. And we'll see what we can do in this second half. We'll try and make substitutions. We aren't actually playing rating-wise. It doesn't look like we're playing too well. Actually, I lie. It's just Rossetti who's not playing well. And as he's on a yellow card, let's just make that change straight away. Let's get Santangelo on. Number 7. And let's shout at them. because people are looking complacent out there, Giovinco included, and maybe that means it's time for the introduction of Kevin Rossi, and we will switch him to his preferred shadow striker role. And actually, should we bring on Lucci? Let's bring on Lucci as well. Let's give them both 20 minutes out there in their home debuts. We do have a highlight. I don't know if this is just because of the substitutions or whether it actually might mean something. It's with Mansi to Bonucci. Back to Mansi, trying to find a way through. Rocca, Giovinco, nice passing from Lupa Roma. It's out to Gaeta. Can he get a cross in? He does, and Giovinco's there, the 5'6" man, somehow wins the header. And there's only 15 minutes to go. I'll take a 0-0. I mean, we have quite clearly been the better side, but we can't find that killer instinct. And with 5 minutes to go, it's not looking like we're going to get it. And time ticks away, and that looks like it's going to be that. A highly underwhelming first game. And it will be 0-0, I imagine, unless something happens here. Don't know why the referee hasn't blown yet. Rocca with the ball, and there is the final whistle. 0-0. I mean, 24 shots, 12 on target, 0 goals. I mean, it's similar to last season, but at least we played well and we didn't lose. It's a clean sheet. We'll try and take the positives out of that. Unlucky today. Why would you respond negatively to that? You were unlucky. I mean, come on now. Anyway, so that's the first game. Maybe didn't go as well as planned, but as I say, we did not lose, so we will take the positives from that. So yeah, we'll play a few games, and maybe we'll come back round about the beginning of October, maybe for Carpi and Ascoli. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.